Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Can you believe today is September 1st? You guys, Christmas DIYs are right around the corner. I just can't get over that. But today is the first of the month playlist. I am so excited. I love pumpkins, and today is all about pumpkins, but I'll let you know more about it in the few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, I want to welcome you. My name is Brenda. This is my sweet Oliver, and if you are returning, well, you know I love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number one. So I took 4 of these wood pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I'm going to go over each one of them with my Waverly Antique Wax. I'm just going to brush it all on until I have the whole thing covered. I am sorry this is not completely in frame, you guys. I noticed that while I was editing. I need to move my phone holder around because I just don't feel like it's centered very well. Anyways, I am going to wipe off the excess with my paper towel. And when I wipe it off, I'm wiping kind of firmly, just making sure that I'm not just wiping off the excess, but I'm just wiping it in to cover any spots that aren't completely covered. Now I did both front and back of all of those pumpkins. And then I took these MDF letters from Walmart. You could use, I don't know if you can find these at Walmart anymore. It seems like they're phasing them out, but you could also get letters from Hobby Lobby. I am going to use I painted them, as you can see, with my burnt orange, my new favorite color for fall. And I used my wood glue and hot glue here, and I'm going to go all over the back side of these letters, and then I'm going to glue them onto the front of each pumpkin. Now, I made sure that my peduncle on each pumpkin was facing the same way. It probably doesn't really matter because you're not going to see them anyways, but that's what I did. So after I had them all on there, I took some of these leaves. Now, I got these leaves 3 years ago when I first started my channel. They come in like 500 from Amazon, and they have lasted me this long. I still have more that I can use for next year. Anyways, I glued them on the top of each pumpkin. I took some of that hula skirt again, and I'm just going to make just regular finger bows with them. I just cut off a little section. They have like strands of 4 in each section. And then I'm just going to glue that on to the top where my leaves are. I did kind of trim down the tails there. Then I took this beautiful ribbon. I've had this in my stash for, I think, a couple of years. I believe it's from Hobby Lobby, if I remember right. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. But I'm going to use my Type Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Purpose Glue and hot glue. And I'm going to glue the strips of ribbon along the back side of my pumpkins, just like you see. And as you can see, I have the peduncles going up behind each pumpkin, and then I did make sure that all the leaves got pushed in front. Like you see, the one by my arm there is in the back. I did end up pushing that towards the front so that it's not covered up. But anyways, I'm just doing this on both sides. I'm going to use both glues, and I'm just going to continue to go up the back side of the pumpkins, making sure not to put the glue on the ribbon between the pumpkins. When I was done, I just added a hanger, and that's all there is. I love the way this came out, although the first L looks like it's a little crooked, but I don't care. I love this. Is huge, and I'm going to find a place for this in my house because I absolutely love this. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comment box below. Okay, today is the first of the month already, and this month's theme is fall pumpkins, or hello pumpkin. And I host the first of the month challenge every month with my friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. Make sure you check out her channel as well as the playlist. I'll have links to those in my description box below. Okay, DIY number 2. So I took 3 of these pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the little ornaments and the bows off the front, and then I'm using my heat gun here to loosen up the glue to remove that. It's like a mesh. It's like a glittery, messy mesh. And I think they still have these at Dollar Tree, but if they don't, you could use any kind of pumpkin shape. The mesh no, it's not really mesh. I think it's burlap. It comes off pretty easy, and that glue does too. But I'm just scraping it off with my little Cricut spatula, and then in a few minutes, I'm going to just go ahead and grab my sanding block and just sand off as much of that glitter as I can. See, look at that mess. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I wised up after that one and used my pea pad, puppy pea pad to catch all of the mess. But anyways, I'm going to take 2 of those pumpkins. I'm going to remove that little lip there that is used. I guess I didn't show. I removed the bottoms of 2 of those. Oh, no, I did. All 3 of them. Sorry, I did remove all 3. Removed the lips from 2 of them and painted all of them with ivory. Now, I had a totally different idea for these, but because I couldn't get the front to be completely smooth and I really wasn't happy with how the back looked, so I decided to scrap my original idea and go with this idea. So again, I'm using Mod Podge on the front of each one, letting it dry. Took these beautiful napkins that I love. I know you've seen them before. I use them all the time. I'm going to put them on my pumpkins. I'm going to cover that with parchment paper to protect the napkin. Go over it with my heat press, which you can use an iron with no steam. That reactivates the Mod Podge so your napkin sticks. I'm going to do again on this one. And then after I have them all on, all 3 of them, I'm going to trim off the excess napkin. Now, again, this is one of those things that it's not what I was wanting to do, but I ended up doing something different. And although I think it came out nice, I am still thinking it didn't come to what I originally wanted to do. So, so because of that, I was just kind of like, it's okay. It's nice. It's probably something you've seen a million people do. I don't know, maybe not, but it's not what I originally wanted to do. So anyways, I took this word from Dollar Tree. I painted it with my burnt orange, and then I am tracing out where I'm going to lay them, and I'm going to use my Bond, quick and thick multi-purpose glue and hot glue. I'm going to put it inside those little lines that I just marked, and then I'm going to add them together, just like you see. And then I'm going to do the top one and make like a little topiary with this. I plan on putting this in my dining room. I have a little area where I think it needed something that had a little height, and so this is kind of what I planned on doing, even though it doesn't look like what I originally thought it would do. Anyways, okay, I'm over it now. I'm going to add my word, and then I'm going to take some of this beautiful braided jute cord I get from Amazon. This is in my Amazon store. I'm going to go all the way around each one of those pumpkins with that cord and just kind of dress it up a little bit. And then I guess I'm not done doing that part. And then I'm going to take some more of it. I cut it down and I'm going to use it for the top and the bottom pumpkins to go around the inside of it, just like you see on a lot of pumpkins, or pumpkin decor, I should say, because it's not real pumpkins. But anyways, it just kind of makes it look like the grooves inside of a pumpkin, I guess. Anyways, I'm just using my hot glue here to glue this in place, and I'm trying to be very careful because I've done this before in the past and it's never looked very nice because it was crooked. I'm getting better, you guys. I'm getting better. Anyways, I'm gonna do half of them, one on each side of that first one. And yeah, be careful when you do this because it can fall, and then you're in a lot of problems if it falls and sticks in a place you don't want it to stick. Ask me how I know. Anyways, not this time, but it's been in the past. Anyways, I got done with that, and I took just some twine, and I'm going to wrap the top part of it, the peduncle. And I did have to use some hot glue in between to just kind of hold them in place while I got to the top. And then I just glued it in the back, and yeah, it was pretty easy to do. And I guess I'm going to show you some more of that because, you know, we all need to see it. Apparently. I took some more of those leaves. I tried to get some colors that matched with the leaves inside of that napkin, and I'm just going to hot glue them to the top. I'm going to do 3 of them. And I don't remember what I did. I think I'm going to make a finger bow here. Yes, I'm going to make a 3-loop finger bow. So I'm just going to wrap my fingers 3 times, just like you see. And then I'm going to cut off a long tail, and I'm going to bring it up around those loops between my fingers and go through my finger and up and around, and then go through that loop that I just made and then pull really tightly. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the top of those leaves. And after that, I used some hot glue to attach the bottom pumpkin to the stand. And then I'm taking another one. I'm using my Titebond glue and hot glue to attach it to the back to give it more support so that it stands. And then I decide to cover, excuse me guys, cover that stand with some more of those leaves. And then I thought, okay, it still needs something else. So I took some of these resin pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to use just hot glue to glue them in place on the bottom. And that's all there is for this one. I think it turned out pretty good, even though it wasn't what I was planning. I think it's pretty. I love those napkins. I hope you guys aren't tired of seeing those napkins, because I tell you what, I absolutely love them, but I'm probably done using them for the year. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment box below. Okay, guys, you know me. I like to stop in for a few minutes and just again share my appreciation to all of you. But first, I really hope you're enjoying today's video. I know some of you don't like pumpkins or you're tired of pumpkins. I love pumpkins. I even have one on my shirt. But I enjoy pumpkins for fall, and I hope you are enjoying this video as well. Make sure you check out the playlist and Krista's channel. Show them all some love and get all kinds of fall pumpkin decor ideas. But before we continue on with the video, again, I want to share my appreciation to all of you guys who show up every single video and like and comment and watch and all that stuff. It's a true blessing to me. I can never say it enough. I really do appreciate all of you guys who show up for measly little me. And if you are new here, I hope you enjoyed today's video as well. And if you do, I would love it if you'd hit that red subscribe button before you go and become part of our YouTube family, and then say hi to me in the comments. I'd love to get to know you. So with all of that, let's continue on with the video. Okay, DIY number 3. So I took this wood round I got from Woodpecker's Craft. It was for New Year's Eve, and it had those lines, and I didn't know how to use it. So I decided, well, I'm going to take one of these wood rounds from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cover it up with that. I marked where the holes from the Dollar Tree one was onto this one, and then I'm using my big mouth crocodile to make the holes. And then I am going to put the top one on it again, and I'm going to trace it so I know exactly where to lay it, so that way it's not kind of more edge showing on one side than the other. So I wanted it straight. Then I'm going to use my wood glue, and I'm going to go all the way around inside of the middle part of this wood round, and then I'm going to use hot glue and go around the edge. I'm going to make sure this all lines up, and I'm going to attach the two together. And then I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory and paint the front and the back. And then I took this gorgeous rice paper from decoupagenapkin.com. Oh my goodness, this was beautiful. And I know a lot of you guys are getting tired of pumpkins, but I saw this and I'm like, I've got to use this year. This is just so gorgeous, and I absolutely love the way this item comes out, or this project. So once I fussy cut all around it, I'm going to put my Mod Podge on the front and brush it all in and let it dry. Honestly, I should have done the Mod Podge first while I was cutting it out. Anyways, so after I'm done, and once it was dry, I laid my picture down and covered it again with my parchment paper to protect it from the heat press. And then I'm just going over it real quickly to reactivate that Mod Podge. And look how gorgeous that is. Oh, it's just beautiful. So I went over again with some more Mod Podge just to give it that protective coat to protect the paper there. And then once that is dry, And then when you do this, guys, you want to be careful not to do a lot because it will bubble up. So that's why I put it on my brush and not on the picture itself. I took a paper towel with my Waverly Antique Wax and I'm just wiping it in. I just wanted to have that antique-ish look. And I am going right up. I'm even going over the picture a little bit because I want to get the edge. I don't want you to see the ivory color coming through the edge. And I just go over the whole front part. I didn't do the back. I just did the front. And I love how this looks. So then I decided, okay, I want to cover up that little ledge there. So I took some more of that braided jute cord and I'm just going to use my hot glue and I'm just going to go around and glue it all the way around like you see. And once I am at the top, what did I do? Oh, I grabbed some different leaves from my stash. This was not from the ones from Amazon. These are from Pix. And I am just going to, I was trying to match the colors because I know these are really muted colors. And I'm just going to glue them all along the top part here. And then I took these wood pieces. You can get these at Christmas time, which Hobby Lobby should have them now. And it comes in a big roll. And I'm just going to, I took it off it's got like felt behind it. And I glued it to the top of my wood round. And then I'm taking some of these pip berries and I'm just going to wrap it around that new peduncle. I'm going to take my paintbrush and wrap those pip berries around it so that we have a curly Q. I'm going to do it on both sides. And then I'm going to string a hanger through this. And I don't know what was wrong with me. I was having a hard time remembering which way to string my, oh, before I do that, I decided I didn't like just seeing that wood piece, so I covered the top part with another leaf, and I love it. Anyways, I was like, which way do I string this? And then I finally ended up doing it right, but I don't know what I was having a rough day, I guess. Anyways, this jute cord is a little thick, so I had to use my pliers there to pull it through, but I just tied a knot, and there it is. Look how gorgeous this is. I love this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yep, let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And I have this beautiful wreath that Marilyn made. I love it, Marilyn. Thank you for showing it. And then Karen made all of these beautiful signs. Thank you so much, Karen. And then we have this Terry made with a frame from Dollar Tree. It's got a scary picture in it, but she made a busted canvas out of it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? What a great job, Terry. Great idea. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, final DIY number 4. So for this one, super easy, you guys. I'm going to take one of those oval wood plaques from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color ivory. I'm going to take 4 of those little wood dice blocks from Dollar Tree and paint it with Warm Sunset by DecoArt. Then I took some little 1-inch fall wood letters from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint them with ivory. I put them on my painter's tape so that way it's easier to paint, and then just painted the front. Once they are all dry, I'm going to take my Titebond glue. I'm going to go ahead and glue each letter on the front of one of those dice or wood blocks, whatever you want to call them. And I love using this glue because it really does stick quickly. And by the time I was done with all this, they were already stuck. And so then I'm going to use that same glue. I did not use hot glue on these at all, just my Titebond glue, and I'm going to glue them on top of each other so it spells out the word fall. And then I took this styrofoam pumpkin. I'm going to keep that top part, the peduncle, for the top of my blocks, but I pulled it off, and then I'm using my box cutter to cut a hole out of the top. And I didn't have to cut very deep because I wanted to use the styrofoam in it to hold my flowers that I'm going to put inside of this. But I'm just going to kind of cut until I can well, I thought I could pull it up with my knife, but I ended up having to use my finger, or at least that's what I thought. Because look, I'm doing this. I'm like, okay, I'm getting a bunch here, and then I just pull out the orange part of it. So I'm like, okay, I got to dig a little further. So I just kind of used my knife to dig it out a little bit. And then I'm going to just fill it with some small sunflowers that came from Hobby Lobby. These little red flowers come from Dollar Tree. I don't know what they're called. And then I just keep filling it. And then I had a pick here from Dollar Tree that had some of those little styrofoam bead things. I just stuck that in there. And then I'm just going to use my hot glue on the bottom of this pumpkin, and I'm going to glue it onto my base. And then I'm going to use my Tite Bond glue for the tall pumpkin, I guess you could call it, glue that on top. I painted that little peduncle. I went over it with a light coat of my celery because I loved how it was showing some of the dark green through it. And then I just used hot glue to glue it on top, and I'm going to add a bow. I am so sorry this is not completely in frame. I'm going to add some more of those sunflowers just along the bottom there, and that's all there is for this. Super easy, really cute little um, shelf sitter to display. And I love it. I just think it is adorable. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well, and which one was your favorite today. And the final reveal is coming right up. Make sure you watch the playlist and comment and show them all some love. And then make sure you check out Krista's channel too and give her some love. Subscribe to her if you haven't already. She's very talented. We started our channels around the same time, and we have become good friends. So here is your final reveal, and I will be back again on Thursday with another video. Let me know in the comment box below, what is it you would like to see next? I know a lot of you are getting tired of pumpkins, so I'm trying to wrap my mind on what else to show you. So with all of that, you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.